is the Street Fighter 2 Ultra, the final challengers, Cammy. Oh man, this figure was just ridiculously, incredibly difficult to find. It was a big pain in the ass. I was trying to find this one online. I could not pre-order it because everywhere I think it was sold out. And I think there was one seller on Amazon. I checked just this morning. One seller on Amazon selling this thing for $75. Can you believe it? What this figure, it's just crazy how everybody wants this figure. I have no idea why. Anyway, I picked up this figure from Toy Town. It's the outlet store of the guys who import the Bandai, Legos, and Jada toys. So this is a figure from Jada. Luckily, I found the last one at Toy Town very near where I live. So very, very happy to get this one. Let's find out what the hype on this figure is all about. Let's get her out of packaging. And here is Cammy out of the box. And boy, this figure looks terrific. I am so pleased with it. I didn't think it was going to be that great. And I know I haven't reviewed Chun-Li yet. Chun-Li, but I have reviewed Ryu, and Ryu was really a good figure. But this one is a pretty incredible figure. She's so video game accurate. I love the accessories. The sculpt is fantastic. The colors look great. Very, very accurate to the old video game I used to play with my buddies in high school. Street Fighter 2, that thing was just the coolest thing back in the day. Let's take a closer look at the details of this new Street Fighter 2 Ultra Cammy. Head to toe, the figure stands at about 15 centimeters tall, or about 5 3/4 inches tall. And for comparisons, here is Cammy with a couple of female action figures from Hasbro. On the left, we've got Ahsoka Tano from the series Ahsoka. And on the right, we've got Jinx, Kim Arashikage from the G.I. Joe Classified series line. So she's a little bit shorter than these two other ladies. And here's everything that came with this figure. She's got the blast effect, not blast effect, but the I guess special move effect. It's actually a flaming effect that fits on her boot. So if you want to pose her doing her spinning arrow or spiral arrow technique, is it spiral arrow or silver arrow technique? You could have that, or flat or kick when she's kicking up. You could totally do that. It fits on her boot, the toe of her boot. Very nice. Okay, she also comes with an extra pair of hands that are open karate chop hands. These are actually, this one, not so much a karate chop. This one is for when she's resting her hands on her hips. This one feels like it's a salute hand or a karate chop hand. And of course, she's got an extra head sculpt. Just to give you a close-up look at that head sculpt. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous screaming head sculpt, as well as a pouting head sculpt. I do like this one more, but this one poses better for some reason. The Goldilocks pigtails are slightly different, these head sculpts. The beret, again, slightly different. Even the bangs are different. Yeah, this head sculpt, the serious one, actually poses a lot better for some reason. This one just looks nicer. So it's a really beautifully painted head sculpt. I'm really liking it. She's got her, this is the first player, the very first version of Cammy in Street Fighter 2, the green suit, green outfit, green leg markings, black boots, and the red arm gauntlets. Very, very nice. One thing I do appreciate from Jada Toys is that their sculpts are just spot on. They are so accurate to the cartoon, or not the cartoon, to the video game renders. I mean, back in the day, you know, the technology wasn't as great. The graphics were cool, but not as cool as today's graphics. But back in the day, they were they were everything. For when I was in high school, I would play Street Fighter 2 with my buddies after school, and we would just have the best time. And this is very accurate. It's very cartoony, much like how it was in the video game. Unlike the SH Figure Arts, which is very, very realistic. So I'm loving this sculpt. As far as articulation goes, the neck is on a ball joint, double ball joint, or Is it? Yep, a triple ball joint. There's a ball joint here. There's a ball joint at the base of the neck, double ball joint. The upper torso is on a ball joint. The waist is on a ball joint. No butterfly joints, though. That's a bit of a shame. Would have been nice if Jada would use more butterfly joints. But this is a female figure. They probably felt there was not enough room. I don't know how they have a workaround for that. The shoulders go in and out, forward and backward 360s. Got a bicep swivel, pinless double hinged elbows. No forearm swivel though. Wrists go swivel and go in and out. The hips are on ball joints. They're not dropped down, but the hips are just carved deep, very deep, so that she can do the splits. You can get her in a lot of poses. I mean, the way her hips have been and her buttocks have been sculpted, just gorgeous, gorgeous sculpt. You got a thigh swivel, pinless double hinged knees. She's got a boot cut. Ankles go up and down and have the rocker tilt. So all in all, it's a perfect figure. My only complaint, yeah, I gotta have a complaint, right? Oh, sorry, the hair is on swivels. The pigtails are on swivels. My only complaint with this figure is, despite its amazing articulation, after a few minutes of posing, I think I took a bazillion photos of this figure. Just, it was that great. And about 20-30 minutes of taking photos, the joints started becoming loose. And you can see right here, the ball joints have become much loose from compared to when they were taken out of when the figure was taken out of the box or the clamshell. The shoulders still seem to be tight in and out, but the rotation is a little bit loose. Even the elbow on this one, okay, not as tight, but there is some looseness. The knees are in particular are the ones that really became loose after shooting a lot of poses on this figure. And the torso, a little bit loose, much loose than when it came out of the packaging, but still tight enough. The head is super loose now after I replaced both head sculpts over and over. I mean, look at that. The knees are okay, they're acceptable, but the hips, the hip joints, they're just loose now. And I mean, I don't know, maybe Jada is still learning and figuring out the kinks of action figure manufacturing, but I do hope they have a workaround for that. Maybe get a consultant from Hasbro or somebody who used to work for Hasbro or McFarlane, maybe find a way so that the joints stay tight. I mean, not super tight that they have to make it super tight, but make it tight, that it remains tight even after posing the figure for several minutes. I mean, that's probably my only gripe with this figure, that the joints just has become loose just after a day of posing this figure. But yeah, so I'm gonna try something different. I'm gonna end the video right now and say that this figure deserves despite my comments, despite all my complaints, you know, I want to give it a 10, but I think a 9.5 out of 10 is fair to this figure. Maybe 9.75 out of 10. And I'm gonna do something different. Instead of a final pose and talking about our final thoughts, I'm gonna show just a bunch of photos that I took for this figure and let the photos speak for themselves. This is how amazing this thing is. I mean, I cannot get enough of it. I love playing around with it. Cammy is one of my favorite characters playing in the game, and man, I need a guile. I mean, I need a guile to go with her. If I can track down one without paying too much online, I would. I'm trying to hunt down a guile figure, but it looks as though a lot of the scalpers have beaten me to the Jada, and I might end up just getting the SH Figuarts, which I think will scale okay with this figure. So anyway, figure gets a 9.75 out of 10. Absolutely love this figure. Highly recommend this figure. And let me know your thoughts. Hit me up in the comments. Let me know what you think of this Street Fighter 2 Ultra Cammy by Jada Toys. Hit that notification bell so you never miss out on any of my latest video reviews. And if it's your first time here, please subscribe. Now enjoy the montage of my action poses, photography of this really brilliant figure.